Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. I'm your host, Escalante TV. Now, today, since everybody's hunkered down at their homes with this whole coronavirus thing, I myself, I'm going to be hunkered down here. I mean, I'm still going to go outside, but, I have to do online classes now. And pretty much everybody's like in this whole cabin mentality, So I might as well sit down, tell a story that was on my mind. I've wanted to sort of tell the story and sort of express my feelings with this certain class that I've taken in the past. So last year, if you guys are older subscribers, you may have noticed stuff from an institution called CTech. I used to mention it a lot on the channel in the past. There are some projects there from last year. If you guys saw the engineer, my cringy Unikitty interview video, the private caller project with the moving shots. So yeah, you guys may have seen those projects, and that's where I learned how to make some of my good work. And there were some good times. And I learned a lot of life lessons in that course. But that course really, that course did have its downsides, and I'm gonna be sort of telling you guys these sort of horror stories and curveballs that I've sort of experienced in this course. So, pretty much, so the institution called CTech that I went into, it was made up of like different courses. There was, of course, I was in the audio and video production course, and then there were people in the construction, the nursing, the criminal justice, and the welding class. So they have to do so with some sort of trade, and you'll get certifications with it. And the thing that makes the audio video production class special is that it offered virtually no certifications, and that's understandable. But it did give you like 20 community college credits if anybody went to a community college. So that was sort of the upside. So there were benefits to taking the course. So I took the course, sort of going into it, and not blindly. I mean, I did have an idea of we were going to study like graphic design, how to make short films and all that. So I go into the class, I get settled in, and sort of maybe time going goes by into the class, and I start to notice these small factions sort of form in our class, like these small cliques. So I was part of this one clique. We consider ourselves the sort of hardworking, we do our work, memers, gamers, chill guys. And then there was this other faction of stoners, and then there was this other faction of the second years who were pretty much doing independent study or picking their nose or whatever, talking to the instructor. And then there was this other faction that was notorious, which was the smelly, we called them the smelly weebs. We called them the smelly weebs, and they sat in the back. And they did absolutely nothing. So maybe for one person, maybe I could think of one person who actually legit did their work, but they would just sit in the back and act as if this was just another chill class or something. So we were in these whole factions, right? These notorious factions. I can tell you right now that the institution itself and the program itself wasn't there was no sense of unity. There was no sense of unity in the programs. It was like every man for himself. Is what I got from last year's vibes. I don't know if we got any CTech guys in the who just so happened to bump into this video, but I don't know how it is now. But it was just this ununified drama, every man for himself mentality. And one of the two grandmotherly words that I remember from the course was courtesy and empathy. And let me tell you, none of us none of us, even myself, like, unfortunately we're following these rules, and I'll explain why. for my case. But there were people who during big projects who did not do their work, and they just sat by while we were, setting stuff up, and nobody explained to us how to even use the equipment. So the whole mindset that this class was set in is that the instructor was the boss, and pretty much we were the employees. So we would get ready for the day, get ready for the session by getting into like little work lockers, getting our binders, taking notes, and all that. And there'd be these days where we'd have to get exposed to the equipment. So there'd be days where I'm just like, I hope I didn't break anything, because nobody taught us how to actually use the equipment. So we're over here scrambling to get equipment, and not knowing how to use it. We're all by ourselves, so we kind of just have to really like ask questions. And there, oh my goodness, but let me tell you about this one time. There was this one time, this was during the end of the school year, the end of my senior year. I'm all tired. I already accepted myself into my college. So now I'm just waiting to graduate. But then the instructor's like, all right, I'm going to slap onto you guys one last big short film. And you guys already saw that I have a couple of short films on the channel, but there's never that third one. And that third one is the one I never finished. If you guys tuned into a podcast, I actually talked about the short film I never finished. So I have the Break Room Story film that I actually finished. That was cringe. There's The Engineer, which was a mostly classroom based effort, and there was legitimate, people that actually helped me on that, and I do want to thank them for that. They were doing their part in one of the most challenging times in the class. But here pretty much we got to this point of the year where all the equipment is fried. We have very limited time, and each and every single one of us has to make a short film, 2 minutes, about a robot. So when it came time for me to film, because it took days for me to actually set up my film about, it was this I think I still have the screenplay for it. It's called Integrity is Everything, and I had my friend Kobe play sort of this Edward Snowden character, working for this vacuum cleaning company, Roomba company, that spies on people, and he's thinking about committing treason and leaking the secrets like Edward Snowden and stuff. So I had this cool story plan, except I did it at the most, like, the timing was wrong. So like there was people needing the office space where I was filming, and somebody else was already using like the other equipment. So pretty much I'm just stuck there in this office not doing anything. What else could we do was just talk and tell jokes. And the thing is that did not look good. That did not look very courteous and empathetic to the people working in the office. So the instructor did call us out on that, even though we were pretty much waiting for equipment, and we had literally nothing else to do. And this filming process was just a nightmare. It was a nightmare for everyone. And I still have some of the unfinished footage from my friend Kobe's own short film that he didn't finish, and it was pretty nightmarish because all the footage came out all broken. Like, my footage also came back broken, so everyone just had all this broken film and raw footage, to the point where the instructor was just fed up and said, okay, we're going to end the year with a final exam and you guys writing a paper on a couple of films, and you're going to compare them. That's it. I'm done. and goodness, I ended up writing him a thank you note for how much trouble we caused him. Oh, goodness. Goodness. And let me tell you, I think it was just us. My little faction of hardworking memers and gamers that managed to pull through. Everybody else was kind of like, every man for himself, and that was just the most wrong mentality or wrong sort of, I guess, worth ethic any workplace or classroom could have, and we never just really came together to do anything. And yeah, especially the smelly weebs, you know, they only did probably one thing. There was one person who did one thing for me, and I thank them for it. But for the rest of the year, they got away with sitting in the back and not pulling their own weight. So yeah, yeah, you know, if you guys ever worked in sort of a group and team project, and you have that one person who doesn't do anything, you know how nightmarish that can feel. It feels like the whole world is against you, and you got, you know, no one to turn to for help. So you know, do your part. Don't let someone struggle. Be a good teammate in a collaborative project. You know, we're all in this together. We're all in this together. And even right now, I know I'm now losing track, but we're in the most unusual times, and certainly we can try to really get through this together, get through this whole mess. And I've gone through many messes. I've gone through many filming messes during my audio video production years. A year. I was only in there for 1 year. No. Anyway, hope you guys did enjoy this rambling commentary. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll go see you guys in the next video. So go ahead, stay safe, wash your hands, cover your face when you sneeze, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.